Oh my God.
Do you know what? Super quick actually discussing. Big up Saxon Sound, by the way.
Every time.
Yeah, big up them. Big up Muscle and them. Big up Alan Brando and that too. Carnival. Did you see what's happening with Carnival at the moment?
They might be. What's going on today? I heard
they need funding or something like that. Could you put that on the screen?
Who needs funding?
Find it.
Carney.
Yeah, there's some apparently.
Get it up.
They're saying basically. They're saying that the Notting Hill Carnival is under some serious threat at the moment because of funding. Let me go find it.
They're begging for the public to help or something like that. So why do they do this 2 months before it's happening?
But how are you going to get public funding when you just want to hear soca?
Right.
What's that?
That's another argument.
That's not true, man.
What do you mean that's not true?
It isn't true.
The buses have just got soca. If you had it more diverse, you might be able to get external funding from. That is true because
so then how has it survived?
Actually, I don't know.
How has it survived? Because the past 3 years they've done something recently where all J2K couldn't do anything you wanted on the buses.
Yeah, but that was because there's a. I'm not even getting.
I'm saying to you that's a possible way of making money. I'm not saying to you that's the reason why they've run out of money. I'm saying if you want to get nothing, I'm saying is not facts, Chuckie. If you want to get funding for any one thing, it's about the services you're providing for the community at that one given time. I'm saying to you, if you could potentially open up your musical services on the buses that you're playing, you're opening yourself to more funds. That's all I'm saying. It's big facts. I know it's horrible when I say it, but it's not big facts,
but bro, it's not gonna be if you include rap music and dancehall. That's not changing it, bro.
I said money. They can get money. You can go to a brand, and because there's not going to be enough brands that are going to cater for just soca music on them buses. But if you open it up, you open the chance to say in Spotify, what? Little bag over here to do whatever you want, promote whatever you want. I'm not saying that it's going to save them, because I don't know how much money they need. But Chuckie, they've gone to say, people them give us some money. I'm saying, but if you open up what your discussion could be, you could get money from other sectors.
Well,
whether it should happen or not.
I completely disagree. Obviously, Carnival's been going on for a long time. That's a part of tradition. Yeah. I don't think that we should dilute that element of tradition, because I know if that was dancehall and then we was asking people to do that, it would be hell on earth anyway. So that's why I'm not doing that. But I think the issue is a lot bigger than funding. They don't want the carnival anyway. 100%. The idea of having this amount of people in there, we have like 2 million people that go to carnival. Obviously, I'm not saying that this is right, because obviously people can get hurt at carnival, and one person at carnival being hurt is one too many. Yeah? But when one person gets hurt, it becomes such a big, major, massive thing that they throw in our faces that it's like now we're having to pay for extra. Do you know that funding is probably police? You know that?
Yeah, it is.
Really, it's police. And that, do you know what do you know what makes me annoyed about that? Yeah, as a promoter, this is so annoying. If I do an event, let's say I do an event in Manchester, right? And the event is sold out. We know that there's going to be 2,000 people there, but we have this young suspicion that it's sold out. There's going to be a bunch of people that's going to be outside. Yeah. That can cause a little bit of issue. They might try and run in or whatnot, yeah? You would like to believe that you could maybe ring authorities or whoever and say, is it all right if we can get a few extra numbers out there just to make sure that this doesn't happen, because we're looking at the safety of other people. They start looking at, well, you got to pay this and you got to pay that. And if you've got to do that, then it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You can't do that. But we don't do that with football. We don't do that with anything else. It's all about giving the money to them. So the same way that we're saying, all right, boom, we should be giving the money, like, there's not enough money for the NHS. I'm still asking the same thing I've been asking years and years and years. Where's the tax money going? Because I know what I'm paying.
What you're paying, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I know what I'm paying. So how many people are paying X, Y, and Z, and where is it really going? Because in my mind, there must be enough to have a few extra okay, maybe a few more than a few extras, but you know what I mean, to be out on just 2 days of the year.
Honestly,
I don't agree. One bit. I'll tell you why, because it just all I heard was me. So I'm gonna say to you why it can't work like that. Notting Hill Carnival sounds like culture. Why is Michael Cox from Middlesbrough, who pays his tax, want to accommodate culture in London, in West London for 2 days? Yeah. But will Michael Cox want to pay his tax to accommodate Northampton versus Chelmsford on a Saturday at 3 p.m? Possibly. I understand why he's going to want to do that. That's why I said I don't agree with watering down anything. I understand what you're saying, Chuckie, but everything is supply and demand. That's just life. So when you have something and there's a demand for it, people are going to go, all right, cool, let's break down how this can happen. And one big part of it is going to be the entertainment factor. If they know it's just going to pull in one type of demographic to people, Michael Cox from Middlesbrough doesn't want to support it. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I can see how Carnival's going to disappear very soon.
Well, what would Michael Cox from that area support?
Rock.
He will support Rock. He will support
Tommy
Robinson.
So because of that, it's mad for me to say.
Chuckie, let me land because you asked me a question. And he will support what most people in business support, what them pickney like. I know certain man that will go give Chunks a bag because them pickney love Chunks. They don't know a damn thing about Chunks. So I'm saying to you, right here, it's just a bit difficult for them. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's the reality you face. I know it because of Grime. I'm a huge Grime fan. And when Grime gets into a situation, they go rap and Grime. When Grime gets into a situation, Giggs is a Grime artist. I see what they do in order for you to accommodate and get what you want. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's where we're there. Yeah,
and I'm saying that I don't like that. Like I don't like it. I don't. If you go to a sound system and you start diluting this, I'm gonna have a problem with that. So I can't have a different energy for something that I'm not into. I can't.
You know, it's Notting Hill Carnival in London, England.
Yeah.
If it was like a carnival which was curated solely by you and you in your local vibe, and you lot diluted it, I would go, come on, lad, you can't do that. But this is on the streets of London
because they're laying the groundwork to phase it out by saying, you know what? Police aren't having enough funding to be able to regulate the thing.
They're getting rid of it.
Yeah, they're trying to phase it out slowly, man.
That's why I wanted us to all work together, because realistically, us dividing, that is gone. When I go Tottenham High Road, Beyonce's there now.
I can't like one.
No way.
No, I hear you, poet.
Where is Sin Squad? Where is the man them?
I hear you. I went one carnival, they were playing Jungle, bro. Like I went one sound system, he was playing like Jungle.
What, at Carney?
Yeah,
bro. That's
Carnival.
That's Carnival.
That's Carnival.
You see the buses, they play soca, and then the sound systems are there.
That's what
Carnival.
That's what Carnival is supposed to be. So Carnival is, there's a part of Carnival that is the masquerade thing. Is Carnival? It's the
What's
the
it called?
buses.
The Juve.
They do Juve. That's in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
that's the
so
it's the painting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Not
so
my weed.
that's started by them, and then you've got the sound systems, which is from where I'm from. So those are on the side strips. You get what I'm saying? So the issue is that when it started to mix the two, you're diluting the culture by doing that. Yeah. So that was why.
You know when you walk in
Carnival.
Carnival.
I'm sorry to say this, but Jungle is a part of Black British history. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's always been there from the 90s.
No, my head was hot. I think I was just walking for time, but I was looking for some dance hall. I hadn't wined for like hours, bro. And then, do you know them ones? I was just past the sound system. It was Jungle. I was fuming, cuz.
But you can't be fuming.
I love Jungle.
When you go to Carnival, do you know what Carnival should be?
Yeah, go on.
The Black experience in London.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
If it was the Black experience in London, I'm not saying that's the original thing. No, it's not. It's not. But that's the reason why they're getting rid of it.
No, it's not.
The reason why
it's not, bro.
is black.
It's because of funding.
No, but the funding. Alright, cool. Do you know what? I'm being meticulous. I'm being very meticulous.
Do it.
Black is not like just one thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
There is multiple different sectors within Black, and within it, some have more money than others. Again, Grime is in that. We ain't got no bread, fam. We got no bread over there, fam. So if we try to apply for something or try to do something big, the odds in it happening, we have to go and get Skepta, we have to go and get the big dogs, whereas there's other genres of music, you don't need to have the big dog there. It can live, survive, and you can put in some fight. I'm just saying, they've been trying to get rid of this thing for time. Yeah. For time. And then I'm looking at Shoreditch has got rubbed out.
Mad.
Peckham's been rubbed out. Tottenham High Road's been rubbed out. So I'm like, all right, people, the original concept of what Carnival was when it first came here no longer can exist because that group of people ain't even here. So what is Carnival for 2025? It needs to be more representative. And I'm saying that's in order for it to survive.
Yeah.
Obviously, it would be nice for it to be pure, but I just think in London, I don't see it lasting for another 5 years the way it is.
You sound like a brother who's not been to Carnival.
Hey!
How do I sound like a brother who's not been to Carnival if we're looking at something saying, can people give us money to make Carnival survive?
Because it's about giving money to the police. Yeah. They do not want a whole... Do you know what they don't want? They don't want black people in this space right now.
Yeah.
They don't want it. That's just the reality. I'm saying it how it is. Yeah. They do not. They hate it. The idea of having that amount of black people, you can change the whole thing. You could change the genre. Soca could not be there. It could be a whole different genre, a black genre. We're gonna have the same thing. They do not want it. if it was a rock thing or a pop
It would
thing
be
or whatever, they would find the money. But when it's our
100%.
thing, they will not find the money. It now would have to be, and this is really unfair, but it would have to be us looking at our black millionaires and saying, yo, could you pay the dough to... And I think that's unfair to do that. I think it's unfair to be ringing man and telling man, yo, can you do like break off?
It's the only way out though, man.
Huh? And do you know what? And can I say, even if we did, because there's enough of us now, there's another obstacle.
Yeah.
You know
You've
what?
got to
One man's
find-
dead.
there's a
One man
dialogue.
dead. As soon as another person's died, and obviously
gonna mash
dying
up
is not.
his contract.
You don't want to die, but it's mad. One person dies again, then what they'll start doing is they'll start flinging out the statistics again. Between this year and that year, and this year and that year, and between this time and that time and this time, and like, it's sad because it's sad even saying this because the reality is that there is a family who have had to deal with somebody that they've loved go into carnival and they've just not come home, innit? So it's sad that even then where it sounds like you're suppressing it by, you know what I mean? Because that's their thing. I get that. But I think that this thing, they just throw in a bunch of different obstacles in our way. And we do have to, that's one thing I will agree with. We all do have to stick together in some way because, and we need to figure out what that way is because before you know it, it's going to get rubbed out. And then there's going to be, like, some of the older generation are going to be screwing. But then the younger lot, really, because it's not really, they haven't had enough time to adopt it, it's like, yeah, man might fling 2 brick and 1 stone here and there. But then you know what? It's fish and chips paper after that.
Alright, boom. Why don't we make a Notting Hill Carnival film to let everyone know the significance of it? Put all the big actors in it, fling it out there, boom.
It's not gonna do nothing. Couple ratings.
But you know what? At least a younger audience, because you know what? I don't really know the significance of Carnival. I know it because of my parents taking me there and all of that.
Literally.
But if man said to me, "Why is Carnival important?" I go, "Wow, little wine, girl, man." I don't really know what's going on.
Literally,
so if there was a cool way for them to show why Carnival is important, even someone like me will pay attention because all I know is J2K is gonna have a bus. All right, look yard. I'm gonna link Chuckie. I'm gonna link my people there. But that's not enough for me to go.
Yeah,
We should keep it because that's not a strong argument to keep it. Do you know what I'm saying? So at least if there was a cool way where the people of Notting Hill could educate us, then we could see what we're losing. Because, like I said, in this,
Who's our top boy black directors?
that's a good question.
Ooh,
Who are they?
Shout out who?
Rapman.
my guy.
Rapman definitely is up there.
Yeah,
Rapman's up there.
Southeast.
Who else is there?
There's a guy called Sessan. He's been doing it from.
Who else? See, look at me. I don't know anyone else.
Sessan was responsible for doing all the Bearman videos back in the day.
What's his surname?
I can't remember Sessan's surname, but he's cold as well. He's a good director.
I don't really know who direct. I just say hello to everyone, but I know
Miles,
Have you done any film work before?
only Crop Circle #1.
Oh yeah.
Chat to them.
Come on, nice.
What did Idris Elba do?
So what about Nikki
What's
Slim?
he
and
done?
that?
on Gonro.
Excuse me.
Nikki Slim and that. Are they directors?
Yes, they are.
Nicky
Yes.
Slim.
See?
Yeah, here we go.
Nicky
Post
Brick.
some more.
Come
You're
on.
right, you know. I think that they should look to do that.
A little film.
Yeah, man.
Have a little story in there that people can relate to, and then with the money that you make from the film, you can use it to help the families that have had tragedies throughout Carnival.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
a good
show
one still.
you're just trying to, you get me? Like it's a whole. We
So-
give back to the
so
community
we're
vibe. I
sticking
like
it on
that.
Idris then for now.
It's
Stick
now
it
to
on
Idris.
him one
Idris,
time.
it's on you.
Idris.
It's on you.
Have you ever caught a big wine at Carnival?
Big. Listen, I'll let him turn me into a pretzel that day.
Serious?
live
Who,
on.
Idris?
Yeah. Well, he's got a wife actually. Let me respect that.
Yeah.
But does Carnival count though?
Do you understand? That's
know what I mean?
why
Yeah, does
you're
Carnival
gonna get
count?
blows as well, man. You deserve it because you know it's true. Carnival don't count.
It don't count, man.
Count.
I'm talking about in general though. Do you go Carnival and catch wines? That's what I want to know. Do you? Because are you there? Are you on the strip? Are you? You get what I'm saying? I want to know about a time when you've gone there and you get what I'm saying. Flex that.
That was like 10 years ago.
Serious.
Literally, I haven't been Carnival since. See, I keep getting Carnival mixed up with Red Bull years ago when we was all back there. I can't remember.
I remember that.
You can't between the difference between.
Yeah, I remember I got him. J2K invited me onto
J2K.
the bus. I think it was the first one they was doing. That I didn't go Carnival at all. I can't remember the last time I went. Can't remember. But I'm gonna be there this year with BET.
Big them up.
They're
You
gonna,
serious?
big them up, but they're gonna have me working, bruv.
Yeah,
but you
man.
don't
Why
get-
not?
Well, you
I
could-
want to skin out. I want to get pretzels.
You can still get pretzels.
True.
Do you know what I'm
Depends
saying?
on if you, man, let me interview you quicker than I can cut.
Well, you could go Carnival and get a quick bag as well. Why not? And skin out. I know your thing.
All right.
I wouldn't go carnival anyway.
Look at that right there. That's why we got to save carnival. It's a one day where we know we can get a bag. And a pretzel. You can get a pretzel. Yeah. And we can get a bag. So we got to save it.
I'll give them.
We got to figure out. Do you know what? I think the carnival owner people should meet with everyone and have the most uncomfortable conversations with the community. And get it all out the way from us. And figure out a way to save it. Even people you don't want to hear from. Just get it all out, and because if this is situations where you're saying, yeah, boom, you might lose this, we're losing out on bags, pretzels, wine.
Pretzels
it's the one day. You know my street pharmacist brethren. Do you know how much money?
I'm in for it.
But do you know how much street pharmacists make money upon that day?
Yeah.
I seen a street pharmacist tell me, boy, poet, I'm broke. At the end of carnival, he's going to Jamaica.
He's going Jamaica.
This is what I'm saying. Give them opportunities.
Charter flight, mad.
Do you go dances?
Wait, as in, do I dance? Like,
No, do you go to a dance and...
I ain't been to
like
a dance since Stratford, like a yard dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a dancer, Global Girls. Big up all my girls back in the day. We was fucking it up. Going to East London, fucking it up.
What was Global Girl like?
That was our little, yardies. We got our little dances. You got the girls. We're the South girls. We're called Global Girls because we was too sick. You could not hold our wine, Chuckie. I'm on top of speaker boxes, jumping down in the splits, landing on someone's baby father. Are you mad? And I dare her to say anything because I don't want him. I just need that dance tonight.
Right then.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I was a dancer. Big things was going. I was that girl. I wouldn't do the roll. I wouldn't go on my head top because my weave was expensive packet hair. The girls know. Yeah.
What packet hair is that the brand?
That was the premium 2. It's in a packet
Premium
now.
2.
Now we get it in bundles. Chuckie, us, sisters, someone, they'll tell you packet hair, very old school. Anyway, yeah. I weren't one to go on my head, but I was one to go on the floor on the splits, on all fours, let the man dagger me, pick me up, swing me around. But I was a bit gang. While he's swinging me around, I'm telling him, don't you dare drop me. I'm not one of them gang. Don't you dare drop me. Because you know that yard man, they've got no respect. You see how they fling a gang? Nah. Fling me and baby mum's getting it. After so I'm not having it. But yeah, man, I miss them days. Them vibes went gel and then I just quit and went to house music.
No, but here is
I swear, little did I know that Vibes is still releasing music.
Yeah.
I'm livid. So I'm deep in house now, Brick Lane, Balloons. That man, now come back. Yeah. So basically, I was a dancer.
So are you a ravers now though?
Where
do you like to go? Like, what does that look like?
Front room.
Have you been R&B?
No, wait.
I'm not just saying because everyone's going on Sunday. I'm telling you.
Wait, this Sunday?
I'm trying to go.
So 2 days?
It's got tomorrow but tomorrow is like Liverpool.
So saying your next one in like another country?
It's in Liverpool tomorrow.
They're doing Paris 19th as well.
It might be that one.
We can go to Paris.
Wait, who's paying? Every minute we can go. Who's paying for my flight?
I got you.
And like I need to eat. I don't mind sharing the same room with you because I'm not. We can. But I mean, like, come on, man. You just want to invite
I got a question for you. Actually,
go on.
What do you like to date?
That's a great question.
Oh, I hate you, sir.
That's a great question.
Shy, man. I'll be just sitting there like.
Where do you want to go? First date, boom. Man, never hit you up, but where we going, babe? It's on you.
Oh my god.
They can't bring him.
Wait, I don't know. Where would I don't know. No one's ever took me on a date. It's just straight. I'm sorry. Don't do that.
Hey, Golden Girls are close.
Straight spliff and command bread.
Pretzel and spliff.
Okay. Spliff them pretzels. Stop. Look at them. That's why, I'm not coming back in. Bully girls.
Pretzel and spliff.
No, I don't actually know where.
That's our rhythm.
I hate you. New name of the show. I don't know where I want to go. Somewhere that I ain't got to do don't do no rock climbing or shit like that. Bowling is for picnic. Cinema, do I like an idiot? I don't know. Where do you go on dates? Take me somewhere like where I can blast a man's head off, gun range. Yeah, man. Yeah. I want to do that, like, yo, or that, yeah, something fun. Why is everyone laughing?